Hi, third grade. I sure do miss you. This is our lesson for page 129 in language. Again, that's language, page 129. Make sure you have it in front of you. Don't rip it out. So I've written the sentences on my board, and we're just going to go through what you're supposed to do. So first of all, if you look at the orange box at the top of the page, it says a pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. And you remember we watched that song, because saying the noun over and over can really bring you down. I'll see if I can figure out how to put that song on my YouTube channel. But if not, if your parents look up pronoun song, Schoolhouse Rock, something like that, they should be able to find it. All right, so it says Gina lives in Houston. She is my cousin. So she that they're talking about is Gina. So we're going to look at these sentences. The first thing we're going to do is find the pronoun. If you forget what the pronouns are, there's a list at the top of the page. So the first thing we have to do is find the pronoun and circle it. Then we're going to underline the noun in the sentence that the pronoun takes the place of. And then we're going to draw an arrow between the two. So let's get started. All right. So it's going to take me a minute to get everything quite right. So let's try this. All right, so Mrs. Stanton has not figured this all out yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. So I have Sam caught a big trout, but he released the fish. So the first thing you have to do is find the pronoun. Well, the pronoun is he. So we're going to circle he. Now, what they want us to tell them is, who is he? Is he the trout? Sam caught a big trout, but the trout released the fish? I don't think so. Let's try. I think it must be Sam. So Sam caught a big trout, but Sam released the fish. So the word he is referring to Sam. So after you underline Sam, you're going to draw an arrow from he to Sam. So your book should look exactly like my board. Next sentence. Abby went home early because she was not feeling well. And I know they spelled Abby wrong. Just kidding, but that's not how my Abby spells it. The pronoun, if we look at the list of pronouns, if we're not sure, the pronoun is she. Now we have to ask ourselves, who is she? Well, she is Abby. So we underline Abby, and then you're going to draw a line from she to Abby. Number 3, the Berlin Zoo is one of the world's oldest zoos. It has more kinds of animals than any other zoo. So our word here, keep leaning around the way. Our pronoun is the word it. It is talking about the Berlin Zoo. So you will draw your line, you underline Berlin Zoo, and draw your arrow from it to Berlin Zoo. At the petting zoo, visitors may pet several different animals. You're going to see I put some dots in there. That's because I couldn't fit all those words on my board, so I just left some words out. I put dots. But your book says, at the petting zoo, visitors may pet several different animals. Children especially enjoy petting them. Okay? This one's a little trickier because here we have our word them. Children enjoy petting what? The animals. So you should have a line under the word animals and an arrow connecting them to animals. Okay, last one on that section. The Smiths gave our family a large box of apples. My family enjoyed eating them. Okay. So them is our pronoun. We have to ask ourselves, what does them refer to? Well, if you said, say, let me give you an example of how you could kind of go wrong with this, just in case. I could say, well, the Smiths are what them are, because them could be the Smiths. I could say, we gave the apples to them, and then that would be referring to the Smiths. But let's look at that. My family enjoyed eating them. Did my family enjoy eating the Smiths? No. My family enjoyed eating the apples. So my word, my pronoun, them, refers back to the apples. So you should underline apples and draw an arrow from them to apples. Okay, so the next part, think B, gives you 4 different words, and you have to decide what pronouns to use for those words. So, if you see, my words are Daniel, Miss Lee, orange juice, Rachel, and Sarah Smith. So I think the first few are pretty easy because Daniel's a boy, so I would use for that, instead of saying, Mom asked Daniel to shovel the sidewalk, Mom asked him. Now remember, I could use Daniel could be a he, but I wouldn't say Mom asked he to shovel the sidewalk. So you have to make sure once you put your word in, make sure that the sentence makes sense. Miss Lee, draw a picture and make a get well card for Miss Lee. Well, in this case, it would be for her, because that would make sense. Next one, I spilled orange juice on my clean shirt. Orange juice is a thing, so we would use the word it. I spilled it. And finally, have you met Rachel and Sarah Smith? Have you met them? All right, think C is a review. It's a remember. It's a way to strengthen those neural pathways. So you can do that on your own, and I'll see you for our next lesson. Bye.